Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. There are a few things that I want to get done today, so I'm gonna bring y'all along. Tomorrow I will be decorating for Halloween, so today I want to kind of get ahead and do a couple of things so that tomorrow we are ready to go and ready to begin early in the morning. So today I am going to, first of all, I need to bring down all of my fall and Halloween decor from the attic. So I'm gonna be doing that by myself because today's Saturday. Jaden is not home. He has a band competition. My husband is working all day. I will have my grandbaby later, so y'all might see him a little bit later on. But I am going to at least attempt to get up there and bring everything down myself. I'm also going to undecorate. I have my house decorated for fall and Halloween for this month of September. It is September 27th. So I have a little bit of fall, a little bit of Halloween, but I haven't brought anything down from the attic. Everything that I have set out are things that I have recently bought or that I have thrifted. Most of it is thrifted items. But we are going to get rid of everything that is just fall and only leave out the Halloween stuff. Also, which I am very, very excited for this, I am going to make pumpkin cheesecake bars. I believe that's what it's called. A new recipe that I am trying out. It looks so delicious. I'm sure it's gonna be so delicious. And I can't wait to share that with y'all and try it with y'all. But first, before we do all that, it is a grocery pickup day. Here are all of my groceries. So let me unbag all of that and set it out, and then I will show y'all what we got today. Okay, you guys, here is my grocery haul from this week. Now, this grocery haul is from the last grocery order that I placed on my last video. I tried to separate things a little bit by the meals that I have planned. Not all the ingredients are shown because some of the ingredients I do already have. So let's start right here in front. I have some chicken legs. I am going to make baked chicken with potato salad. So here are my potatoes. Here are my chicken legs. I'm also going to make rice with that meal. And then just a gallon of milk because we need that. And this is how you know you're in a Mexican household. All the tortillas. So I have some corn tortillas, some flour tortillas, and then some carb balance flour tortillas for myself. In one of my last videos, I tried the cinnamon rolls with the heavy whipping cream and they were so delicious. So I bought another can of cinnamon rolls, some heavy whipping cream, some tuna for lunch. We were running out, so I got that. 2 avocados, just as an extra side or topping or something. Some tomatoes. I need some of this to make a salsa. I need some of this for my camarones a la diabla and for something else. I got a bunch of tomato sauce just because I was running out and I always like to have these on hand. Some butter, same thing. I'm always needing butter, and any recipes that called for unsalted butter, I don't pay attention to that. I always just get the salted butter, and the recipes always turn out delicious. They taste really good. It never tastes like it is over salted or anything like that. So I always just stick to the salted butter. For my camarones a la diabla, here are my camarones, my chipotles, my tomatoes, my chips. We like to eat them with chips, and then serranos. I think that's what I'm going to be using. Like I said, it does have other ingredients that I already have. I got an extra tote, like just this big orange tote, because I have a feeling that I am going to need one once I put up the fall decor or Halloween decor. I don't know which one of the two I will use it for. I'll just see what is mostly needed. So I'll use that for whatever I need it for. Over here are my laundry products. I'm running out of laundry soap. I am completely out of Downy. Well, it's Suavitel. We call it Downy, even though that's not what it is. But this is the one that I used most of the time. I do switch it around, but this time I grabbed this yellow Suavitel. Another sign that we are Mexican here. And then, of course, some more coffee, some Splenda, and the dryer sheets. I don't ever buy dryer sheets. I honestly don't like to use them, but Jaden does. So I got this for when he's doing his laundry, he can use these. And then one of our meals is going to be hamburgers. So I have my hamburger patties here. The buns, we always like to get these buns. My husband loves the little sesame seeds on here, so this is the one we always get. And then we love ours with pepper jack cheese, lettuce, I have some bacon over here, which are going to be for the bacon wrapped hot dogs, but I'm also going to be using them for our hamburgers. Another one of our meals is going to be rajas con queso. So here are my poblano peppers, cilantro, and 2 queso frescos. Here is a bag of black beans. This is going to be for some enfrijoladas that I am making. I feel like all of this just screams Mexican household. And you guys, even though I'm Mexican and we have Mexican food all the time, Mexican food is still my favorite food. I would much rather go to a Mexican restaurant and have Mexican food than anything else. Nothing beats it, you guys. I'm sorry, but nothing beats it. And then here are the only frozen items that I got this week. I got some more sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches. These are for Jaden, just whenever he is running late for something. And then these are the Hot Pockets that he likes, the ham and cheese. And these, he actually just has them for like an after-school snack. 2 18-count cartons of large eggs. We are going to be making Mississippi French dip sandwiches. So here are the subs for that. I also needed au gravy mix, right? That's how that's said. Some French onion soup and these pepperoncini peppers. And then, you guys, I went to Brookshire's, right? Because I like to get my fruit from there. And I was sure I had not bought any eggs. And I even told Jaden this morning before I dropped him off at Ben, I said, man, I forgot to order eggs. So when I stopped at at Brookshire's, because I went there before I picked up my grocery order, I picked up 2 more 18-count large egg cartons. So now I have 4, but I'm really not that worried about it because we go through a lot of eggs. So I'm sure those will last maybe a little bit over a week, but it should be fine. This is the fruit that I picked up this week. I got peaches, blackberries, blueberries, plums, and strawberries. Another meal I am making is Salisbury steak. So here is my ground beef for that. And beef broth, again, there's more ingredients that it needs, but I already have all of that. We always pick up a pack of some Flamin' Hot mix chips. So these are the ones that I picked up this week. I picked up these cute little earrings. These were only $4.88. And the ones that are missing right here are the ones that I'm already wearing right now. I couldn't help it. They are so cute. And I think the very last thing all in here are these, I got 4 cans of pinto beans. We always have pinto beans on hand, just because these are just so quick and easy when I don't have time to make them myself. These are the ones that I like to get. I was out and that's why I grabbed 4 of them. And that is it, you guys. Let me quickly put all of this away and then we will move on to undecorating.
So many things I want to say. Okay, first, botan. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I don't know where that came from. Pinto beans. I know it's pronounced pinto beans. And Jaden corrects me all the time, and I just cannot get used to saying it the right way. I always say pinto beans. I blame it on my bilingualness. And then somehow I ended up with everything I need to make cheeseburgers, and that is not on my meal plan. I don't know how that happened. It must have been on my mind. I must have been craving it. I don't know, but we do have 8 meals actually in here. So my total was actually even better than I thought, because I thought I had only bought for 7 meals, but I bought for 8 meals. My total, by the way, was $188 for this grocery trip. Minus what I bought at Brookshire's, I think the Brookshire's total was like 20 something dollars. I think like 24. And then also my favorite food is Mexican food. My second favorite is probably like any pasta dish, lasagna, chicken noodle casserole, stroganoff, spaghetti, chicken spaghetti, all of it. Anything that has to do with pasta. And Jaden, that is his favorite. His top favorite is anything that has a pasta in it. And then my husband's favorite food is probably seafood. So I try to get a mix of all of that so that we can all have something that we really love throughout the week. I've been thinking that I need to write down all the recipes that I have shown you guys, because I have so many recipes and I feel like I have already shown y'all like a few of them twice. And really, I just happen to be recording on a day where I'm making something that I have already shown you, but I don't remember what those are, so I do need to write them down. And also one of you guys suggested that I do a full week of meals, which I do really want to do that. So I just need to get myself myself situated and organized so that I am able to get that video out for you guys. I think that is an awesome idea. And while I'm talking about my subscribers, I just want to thank y'all for leaving such nice comments. Miss Sharon Bryant made my day the other day. Miss Lopez, Ashley of 2. Thank y'all for being so nice and watching all of my videos. And my daughter, of course, I think she is my top commenter on here, Nahera Diaries. Thank you to all of you. And if you're not much of a commenter, thank you as well for watching my videos and for subscribing. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, you guys, I'm leaving the fruit out because I want to wash it before I put that away. So I'll do that later. But I did miss showing you this candle. I ordered a 1 and a 7, and the only one I got is a 7. Jaden's birthday is like in 3 days. So I wanted to go ahead and get the candles, but I only got the 7, so I have to go back and get the 1. I'm not gonna fight it. It was only like $1, so I'll just buy another 1, and hopefully I don't forget that. I need to put that on my shopping list right now. And then another thing that I wanted to show y'all is, look, Jaden's school pictures came in. Look at how handsome he looks, you guys. I think I'm gonna be buying a frame. I don't have very many pictures going up around my house, if you've noticed. I've just never been the type to like pictures on the wall for some reason, but I am trying to put some more out, and I think I'm gonna buy a frame for this. I don't think I have one. All I have is 4x6s, and this is a 5x7. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all because look at my little boy. He is turning 17 in 3 days. I cannot believe that. All right, you guys, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start undecorating, taking down everything that is not Halloween, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this tote. So I'm gonna do all of that before I bring down the stuff from the attic. So let's get to it. Okay, you guys, I think that is everything I'm taking down. I went ahead and took down the vase that was on the table also, because I don't think I'll be using that. I did leave the fall flowers that are in the little sunflower thing. Let me show you. I did leave those there because I really don't think I have any like Halloween flowers or anything that are gonna go there, and I just really like that vase there, so I think I'm gonna leave that there. And the other vase that had the fall flowers over there where my cookbooks are at, I went ahead and put those back because, again, I don't think I have anything for that space, so I just went ahead and left that like that. So those are the only 2 fall things I think that are still here. I was wondering about the scarecrows because those are Halloween, right? But I did take them down. I think I have plenty more Halloween stuff to put down. So we're gonna go ahead and get up in the attic. I really wanna do that before my grandbaby gets here. And try to get everything down. Also, another reason for that is I wanna make sure that I have everything that I am wanting to decorate for Halloween. If not, I think I'm gonna run to the store. The only thing I'm not sure of is I do wanna put a Halloween wreath back up here on top of this vent hood. So I want to see if I have that because I don't remember. I know I used to have one, but it was pretty old, so I don't remember if I got rid of it. And then also like kitchen towels. I don't know if I know I've had some before, but I don't know if I have saved those. And a table cover. I don't know if I have a table cover. So those are the 3 items that I'm really trying to see if I have. If not, I want to go out and get those so that tomorrow when I start decorating, I have everything I need. So let's go up in the attic and get everything down. You guys, and here is that tote that I bought today. It definitely came in handy. Look at how full that is already. So I am going to cover this up and just save it, because this I will be using again in November when I do a full fall decor. Fall and Thanksgiving is what's next after the Halloween, which I don't think I've mentioned. That will be my next video, so stay tuned for that, you guys.
More like keep an eye out for that video. I'm gonna try to get it up probably 2 or 3 days after this video. Also, do me a favor and go ahead and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss a video.
Okay, you guys, it is hot up here, but I think this is my Halloween stuff. That's a really big tote. I hope it's not too heavy. And then it looks like the fall stuff is just right here. This is Christmas. I'm not sure what's on top of there, but yeah, this is what I'm gonna be trying to get down, you guys.
The creepy attic, you guys. I hate going up there. Not that it's like creepy so much, just I feel like there are creepy crawly things up there everywhere. I haven't seen any, but it's like I know they're up there just waiting for me. That's why, if you'll notice, I try to always have my feet on that ladder. I try not to go all the way in there, but there was one thing that I couldn't reach, so I did have to go up there a little bit, but I think I still ended up keeping like 1 foot on the ladder. And look at everything that I am taking down. I didn't even remember how much was up there.
You guys, I've been telling you we love Halloween. This is all my Halloween items. I even have big black bags because they just do not fit in the totes. That metal spider, those witch legs, I just remembered is a wreath. So, whew, I am tired. Those were heavy, especially that big tote. So I am going to be looking through here, just kind of peeking through them, so you will get a sneak peek, and you do not want to miss my Halloween decorate with me, you guys. Everything is going to be set out for the month of October. Now, I don't need the fall stuff right now, but I am going to go ahead and get that down. Since I'm already doing all this, I might as well already have it down here, because in the next month I'm going to be using all of that. So this is just for 1 month, and then the fall stuff is going back up. I really wish Halloween lasted longer. I think next year I'm gonna decorate all Halloween for September and October.
You know, I say that, but actually I remembered why I don't do that. And my husband's usually the one that reminds me when I'm trying to put up Christmas stuff in November. He tells me you get so bored after a month and want to change it up, which is completely true. After a month, I just start feeling like it's a little too much. Like I start feeling a little like overwhelmed. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it starts giving me anxiety for some reason.
Yeah, this is what we are working with. Like I said, I really want to make sure I have a Halloween wreath, which I do, but I don't know if the dangly legs are going to work for that space. And then a table cover and some kitchen towels.
So anyways, I think I'll continue to keep leaving Halloween for just October. I really like how I did it this year. September was a little bit of both fall and Halloween. October is going to be full Halloween. November, full fall, and then December, of course, full Christmas. And that way it's just a little bit more special, and you just enjoy it that much more because it is only going to be out for 1 month. And I think October and Halloween, I think I am going to move them up to my top #1 spot, you guys, because I love Christmas and it feels like happy, like the decorations and everything. It gives you a happy mood, but come on, it is also very, very stressful. And October and Halloween are just fun. There's no stress to it. I keep thinking about that Instagram reel that says, why do you love Halloween so much? Because Halloween is cool. That is what this keeps reminding me of. And so, yeah, Halloween is top #1 favorite holiday. October, favorite month. Why do I love Halloween so much? Because Halloween is cool.
Okay, you guys, so I went through everything that I had. I feel like I am missing some stuff because I know I used to have like a Halloween dish drying mat, and that did not turn up anywhere unless it's like really deep in some of the boxes. And then the other wreath that I was talking about, that didn't show up. This is the only one that I have. So I'm gonna go see if this one will work on top of the vent hood. If not, I might buy another one. I did find a black table cover, but I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a clear one to go over it, so that this doesn't get so dirty all the time and I have to keep washing it. And also another good reason of why I wanted to do all of this is so that I could wash these are the pillow covers. I was sure I was going to be washing the dish mat, Halloween blankets. I don't know where any of that is. I don't know if I left another bag up there, but it just feels incomplete to me. So I'm going to throw these in the wash. I'm going to see if I can hang up the wreath. Let's go check right now if this Halloween wreath will look good up over the stove. Okay, guys, I do not like how low these little legs hang, but let's move on. It is 1:20. My grandbaby is going to be, well, my daughter goes in at 2, so I only have a few minutes. I'm not sure what time they'll get here, but I am going to go ahead. Okay, I am going to go ahead and start on the pumpkin cheesecake bars. Let me grab my notes. I don't know where I left them. Okay, I found my notes. So they are pumpkin cheesecake bars. I'm gonna go ahead and get that started right now because this has a lot of steps. I think it's gonna take me a little while to prep everything. Plus the crust has to bake for 10 minutes and then the whole dessert has to bake for 45 minutes. And then it still has to cool down and refrigerate for at least 2 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all going right now. And then tonight for dessert is when we will try these. So I am making 4 layers. So there is a crust that I'm gonna be making with graham crackers, a pumpkin layer, a cheesecake layer, and a crumbled topping. We have to make the crust first. So let me get all my ingredients together and then I will show you what you need and how to make that. Okay, you guys, so I am gonna leave the wreath up there just for now. We're not gonna be using the stove, so it's just gonna stay up there for now. But for our graham cracker crust, you are going to need 1.5 sleeves of graham crackers, and I am going to crush these. So I'm gonna put these in the food processor and get them all crushed. We're going to need 1/2 cup of, it says unsalted butter, but as I mentioned earlier, I always just buy the salted butter. So I have 1/2 cup of butter and I am going to melt this. That's why I have a little bowl here. And 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So that is going to be my crust. I have a bowl here to get it all mixed up together. And then I have a lined 9x13 pan. This is parchment paper. Now hers was like pristine, no wrinkles or anything. I can't do that, so this is the best that I can do. And then I am preheating my oven to 350 degrees because this is going to bake for 10 minutes. So first, let me get my graham crackers crushed. I thought I was recording, but I did use just 1.5 sleeves of the graham crackers in here and I crushed those. So I'm gonna get them out of here now and put them in my bowl so I can mix it with the brown sugar and the butter.
half a cup of butter equals 1 whole stick of butter. I will be cutting that into smaller pieces just so that it melts a little more evenly. I'm gonna mix the graham crackers with the sugar first, and then I will pour the melted butter over it and just mix it up with a fork. And once I get it all into my 13 by 9 inch pan, then I will just, with my hand, I'll just press it down as evenly as I can.
Okay, so I did the best I can and pressed it all down on the bottom. You don't want it to go up the sides. This is just gonna be a bottom layer. So like I said, I did the best I could. And now my oven is done preheating, so I am gonna put it in the oven for 10 minutes. And then while that's going, I'm gonna gather my next layer, which is going to be the pumpkin layer. For the pumpkin layer, we are going to need 1 can of pumpkin, half a cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and half a teaspoon of salt. So I am going to get this all mixed in together, and then this is going to be spread over the graham crust. So let me get this all mixed up.
It is not half a teaspoon of salt, you guys. It is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I might have added a half in this video. I really don't know, but it didn't taste bad. It wasn't salty at all, and I can't tell from the video if that was the 1/4 spoon or the half spoon.
Okay, so here is my pumpkin mixture, but I am actually going to set this aside, and we are going to get all of the rest of our layers together. So say hi to my grandbaby. He's actually here now. Say hi, baby. Hi, look at him. He is so cute today.
Hi.
Yeah, hold on. And then my graham cracker crust is out of the oven, so let me show you that. Okay, so this is how the graham cracker crust looks. For my cheesecake layer, I have 2 packs of cream cheese. This have been sitting out all day, so they are soft. I have half a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon vanilla, and 2 eggs. So I am gonna get this in a bowl and mix it together with my handheld mixer here. Here is our cheesecake layer. That's all ready. And now the last layer is going to be the crumble topping. So for that, I am going to need 1 cup of flour, half a cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and half a cup of cold butter cut into cubes. I did refrigerate my butter for maybe like 30 minutes. I cut it into cubes, and I have my bowl here. I went ahead and placed it in my bowl. So we are going to get a pastry cutter and mix all of this together. And then the very last thing that we are going to add to this is 1 cup of chopped pecans. So first I'm gonna get the rest of it all mixed in, and then at the very end I'll fold in half a cup, or not half a cup, a whole cup of chopped pecans.
I didn't refrigerate my butter, you guys. The butter was already refrigerated. What I meant to say is that I put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And anytime that a recipe asks for this little pastry cutter to cut the butter, I always try that, and it just never works out, you guys. It is just so much easier to use your hands. I don't even know why that thing was invented and why I keep trying it. It just doesn't work. And my hands were clean, so we're good.
All right, you guys, so I have all my layers ready, and let me tell you, each and every single layer smells so good already. It is making my mouth water. I cannot wait to try these. So now I am going to layer everything. I have my graham cracker crust here. The first layer is going to be the pumpkin layer. and then the cheesecake layer, and then last is the crumble topping. So let me get that all on here, and then it'll be ready to bake.
I love watching my little grandbaby in the background. He is so cute. He's just doing his own thing. I've noticed that if I stay busy, he stays busy. I switched out my blue spatula for this metal one, and it just works so much better. This is a must-have in your kitchen. It is so good for spreading things, spreading layers, frosting cakes, and this size is perfect for all of it. There are bigger ones, but I have never needed a bigger size. I'm gonna finish smoothing this out and then add my cream cheese layer, and then at the very end, my crumble topping. Now this crumble topping, it looks like a lot, but I went ahead and added all of it, and definitely do that. It is delicious and it is not overpowering.
So here it is. Look at how good that looks. It smells even better, and it's not even cooked yet or baked yet. So the recipe says bake at 350 degrees, which my oven is still on, so it's set for that. Bake for 35 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. Let it cool and refrigerate for at least 2 hours. I'm gonna set the timer for 35 minutes first, and then we'll check it. If it needs 2 more minutes, we'll go ahead and do that. And I will show y'all what this looks like coming out of the oven before I refrigerate it.
At this point, I did not realize that my oven was not on. I set the timer and everything and never noticed it. I set it in there for the full 35 minutes in a warm oven because it was still warm after my crust, after I had put my crust in. And I meant to leave it on, which I guess I turned it off. So once that timer went off, I redid the 35
my pumpkin
minutes.
Cheesecake bars are ready. I did add an extra 10 minutes just to make sure. And it smells so good. Let me see if I can carry it with one hand. It is heavy. Oh. I did leave it in there for a full 45 minutes, and this is what it looks like right now. I am going to let this cool, and then I am going to refrigerate for at least 2 hours. I will see y'all back in a few hours so that we can try this. You guys, I'm gonna owe y'all the taste test for tomorrow because it is already 6 o'clock and this thing is still very hot. I think it needs at least 2 more hours, probably even longer than that, because I can hold it from the sides. Like, this is warm, but the bottom part, you cannot hold it. It is that hot. So I'm gonna let this continue to cool down, and then once it's cool, it needs to refrigerate for at least 2 hours, it says. It is gonna be way too late. So I just wanted to tell y'all that I do owe y'all that, but we are going to pick this back up tomorrow so that we can try this. It smells so good, so I am bummed that this is not my dessert for tonight. I already told my husband we have to go out and get a pie or something because I was waiting all day for this dessert and now I don't get dessert. So we gotta go get something, but I will see y'all tomorrow. It is the next night, you guys, and it is finally time to try this dessert. I have my coffee here. I am ready. Let me grab it out of the fridge. Okay, so here it is. It has been in the fridge overnight and all day today, so we are just now about to cut into this. You guys, I thought I was having my first bite with y'all and I wasn't recording. I hate when that happens. But here's what it looks like. Here are all the layers. We got the crust, the pumpkin layer, the cheesecake layer, and the topping. And let me tell you, it is delicious. This is so good. It tastes just like cheesecake, pumpkin cheesecake. It is just so delicious. The only thing I have to say about it is The crust is a little bit hard. It was hard to cut into it. I had to finally just lift up the parchment paper and take them out that way. But that could be my fault because yesterday I had set it in the oven for the first 35 minutes and the oven wasn't on, but it was still warm. And then I let it preheat and then I put it back in there for another 45 minutes. So that might have been my fault. I don't know, but either way, the crust is a little bit hard, but it tastes so good. The taste is all there still. It is so delicious. And you can taste every single layer. It is so good. Well, we are all going to dig in over here. And that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you loved it and that you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.